Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner, Boxing 24. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How's everyone doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing pretty good. I'm doing okay as always. God is great, God is good, and I can't complain. So, Brick City, Newark, New Jersey's own Shakur Stevenson, he has some things to say about the new division that he has embarked on, which is the 135-pound division. He got some things to say about that division. Shakur Stevenson is coming off of a blockbuster year. In the last year, he had 3 fights, and he beat Jamel Herring, and he beat Oscar Valdez and Roberson Conceição. Herring he beat by stoppage, and Valdez he almost stopped. Unanimous decision, and Roberson Conceição, same thing, unanimous decision. That fight was actually at home at Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. I was at that fight. Great fight. But now he's at the 135-pound division. And he said that the 135-pound division, in his opinion, is overrated. And the reason he's saying that is because he said the best is not fighting the best. And he's absolutely right about that. You can't argue with that. Now, he did give credit to Devin Haney for fighting Kambosos, and he gave credit to Teofimo Lopez for fighting Lomachenko a couple of years ago. He gave them their props. But overall, he's saying that the division is overrated because the best are not fighting the best. Now, that division has Isaac Cruz. Tank is still a 135-pounder. So you got Isaac Cruz, you got Michelle Rivera, you got William Zepeda. You got some fighters there. Michelle Rivera is supposed to fight, he's 24-0. He's supposed to fight Frank Martin, who's 16-0. Should be a good fight. And but other than that, man, Shakur came into the door, man. He's calling people out. He said he'll fight Isaac Cruz. He said he'll fight William Zepeda. Of course, we know he'll fight Devin Haney. He'll fight Tank Davis. He'll fight whoever. This week, he was in a couple of days ago. He was in a war of words with Tank about their sparring, and Tank saying he knocked him out the ring. Shakur said that's not true. Let's release the footage and see what really happened. We saw the sparring with him and Devin. Well, I saw a couple of sparring sessions with him and Devin. Great sparring, But now they older, better, wiser, stronger. So now we want to see how they fare with each other. But Shakur Stevenson came in the door, and he wants to fight. And I hope he can get some of these good fights, man. I hope he can motivate these guys to fight. Now, Devin Haney definitely is doing his job and has done his job because he went over to Australia and fought the champion, George Kambosos, the unified champion, who was on a high after he had beat Teofimo Lopez, who was on a high after he had beaten Lomachenko. So both of them was on a temporary high, and then Teofimo Lopez, just that quick, he lost them 3 belts to George Kambosos. And then just that quick, George Kambosos lost it to Devin Haney, not once, but twice, because they forgot where they came from, and they forgot that you still gotta put in that work on a consistent basis. It's not about talking, it's about what you're gonna do. So now it's really gonna get crazy. It's really gonna get serious that now you got Shakur at 135. because he's a straight boxer, defensive fighter, knows how to control the distance, right? So he's not somebody that really nobody wants to fight. People can talk, but they're not really trying to fight Shakur Stevenson. So it's really going to get juicy at this division. Potential fight with Devin Haney, potential fight with Tank, potential fight with Ryan Garcia, potential fight with Lomachenko. Based on what happens, Devin Haney going to fight Lomachenko supposedly this year, coming early this year. Ryan Garcia is supposed to fight Tank. So Shakur is in the mix, will be in the mix of the winner of those two fights. And I'm excited to see it. Shakur against Devin Haney or Tank. So, yeah, he's definitely going to motivate these fighters to fight. And the ones that he don't fight, maybe by him saying that, they'll be motivated to fight each other. Maybe Isaac Cruz will fight Zepeda. And like I said, Michelle Rivera's already fighting Frank Martin. So maybe, George Kambosos, I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe he might get back in the mix. Maybe he might fight Isaac Cruz or Zepeda, maybe, But these guys need to fight each other. That's the bottom line. So Shakur's not wrong. The 135-pound division is overrated based on the fact that these guys are not fighting each other. They're not willing to fight each other. Just like Isaac Cruz turned down Shakur Stevenson because his father said it's going to be like a dog chasing a cat running around the ring all night. Man, that's nonsense. Just say you don't want to get outboxed. You don't want to get beat. You don't want to get embarrassed. Because Shakur Stevenson don't run. He stands in front of you. He controls the distance. He outpunches you. He counterpunches you. And he makes you miss. That's how he fights. So there ain't no dog chasing no cat. And like Shakur said, he turns pit bulls into poodles. And then Isaac Cruz started calling himself a lion. Be careful calling out the lion. Well, I don't know. Which one is it? You the pit bull or you the lion? So whichever one you are, Shakur said he'll turn the pit bull into a poodle, and maybe he'll tame the lion. I guess that's what he would say to that. So yeah, man. Glad Shakur's at 135. Motivate these guys to get these fights going. Calling out everybody. And somebody gonna have to step up to the plate. All right. That's pretty much it. Peace and blessings in the corner boxing 24. Everybody, please subscribe to the page. Please leave your comments. Everybody be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.